Welcome again, dear viewers. I am very happy because now our channel has reached the minimum requirements for YouTube to acknowledge us, and our channel now has a custom address, and that's thanks to you for your support. Subscribing to the channel has made it possible, so thank you very much to all of you for being here and enjoying all this. And today we are visiting the second part of this deck that tries to assemble lots of... Our opponent has been turned into an artificial intelligence. Okay, so let's keep going anyways. Yeah, let's try to do this quick or fancy. That is a good question. Let's see how it develops and see if we want to end this soon or with a fancy, or maybe, well, we are not sure if we can win, but we're going to try. Spring, we need the green to cast Spring. We have the Evolving Wilds. There's a lot of early green cards that we can play, so I think we have to go for our forest. The hand is looking heavy on mana, but our opponent's going slow, so that gives us time to develop, and also we are going to be ramping pretty soon. Give me one of the forest from Amonkhet that has a very nice oasis depicted. And now, oh, there it is. See, an early green drop. So now we play the island. There's an argument to keep mountains in our hand, but it's not going to be relevant, I guess, in this game. But most of the time you want to hold back your mountains until later, when you have some of the dragons out. This girl also helps us ramping, but we have to sacrifice her, so we're going to keep her for a little longer there. So let's go ahead. We're going to want to have double green for Omnath, so let's go with the forest. And we could attack. She's not a defender but has 0 power, so wouldn't be too intelligent. Here the AI is going to kill her. Ah, poor girl. Well, she takes the hit for another guy. Imagine the opponent has assembled a Planeswalker's deck because there's an Oath of Chandra. So here, all of my cards are so cool, but I think we want to start with the Incarnate. All the other guys are much more important and relevant, so if one of them must die to the next spell from the opponent, let it be the Zendikar Incarnate. Also, it has 1 more power than our other drops. Oh. So here our opponent has 6 cards in hand and 4 mana untapped. There's so many things that can go wrong, but still the most aggressive play and greedy would be to play this and send a 3/3 mountain. That play gets punished if the opponent can remove one of our creatures or lands, but otherwise we are hitting for 9 this turn and set up for a follow-up turn with loads of interesting guys to shoot. Okay, no plays from this heavy hand. Solemn Offering, yeah, the AI is desperate now. He destroys its own enchantment just for the sake of gaining some life. That seems pretty desperate. What do we have in the graveyard? Well, we could draw... If we draw and find a few lands, that's great. So let's do it. Well, no lands, but anyways, those are cheaper spells for later. Then here we deal 10 damage, opponent already at 5. I think this is going to end pretty soon. The AI destroys its own enchantments. Well, we have more than one way to finish this. Okay then. Suppose that the most fancy way to do this is with the embodiment. So we send 2 more lands into the attack. We can also animate one of our lands with this instant, but here I think we don't have enough mana. We can use Swell of Growth to place a land in the battlefield at instant speed, and our deck likes that option. So let's go against a human opponent next and see if we had a more interesting game. Okay, then I'm not sure about leaving the games against the AI. I don't know if those are very interesting, but for me they serve as practice because I changed the deck many times, and here this is the same as the last time, but I added one more island, one less forest. This hand looks playable. So let's begin with the cultivator. We have drag under that hopefully can have a nice and compelling target. Flameblade Adept, so I think the opponent wants to discard lots of hands. Hopefully those cards do not have Madness, because that is very strong. Okay then. So this guy has menace, so we cannot block, but attacking also does not as much good. Let's see what is the opponent doing here. White plus red plus discard seems interesting. What could the... I'm now intrigued. What is the opponent trying to do with this combination of cards? Maybe he just wants small creatures, then after this he's going for tokens. That could be a way of playing. So let's remove this from the board and draw, because we have a second drag under and we like the draws, so let's skip the attack. We could also have ramped a little bit with natural connection or sacrificing the cultivator. Okay, another small creature. So now the opponent has 2 small creatures down there. So I think we want to ramp ourselves. Double Evolving Wilds. Actually quite nice. I'm thinking, this is hard. What is the best way to get value out of my lands? So we want to play the Embodiment of Insight next turn. Yeah, so we can use Natural Connection and find land at instant speed, so we are going to be ramping, or we can sacrifice the cultivator to do almost the same. So let's see Nimbus Wings. So now we are compelled to use the drag under instead of dropping our creatures. Skip the blocking here. Let's use this already, so we don't regret later. What are we missing here? Second mountain. It doesn't matter too much since we have 2 evolving wilds. Ah, the Hydra. That's cool. So I think we are wanting to drag under, see what we draw. Yes, Jaddi Offshoot. Very nice. And we have sent one of the auras back to the graveyard. Maybe I should have waited a little longer, but it's a bit scary. And then we are going to have the Hydra that the opponent has to care about. I think it's safer to drop the Hydra first. We need, but if I go with the embodiment first, I can use the evolving wilds in more interesting ways. The measuring valley, it's not too scary. Okay, Hydra or embodiment. I think we go for the Hydra here. Yeah. Yes. Let's play safer. It was greedy. It was too greedy to go for the embodiment at this stage. The opponent has 3 creatures. We have no. Now I regret that, but still, let's go. Oh, no, you know what? Now that I have 2 embodiments of Insight, let's send this forest and see. Let's see if the opponent likes this attack or he decides that killing our forest is a good idea. Of course, if the opponent kills the forest, that is going to hinder the Hydra plans, but we have a second embodiment of Insight. Let's see, he can double block, but all except these 2/1, all his other creatures are very powerful, so probably he does not want to lose them. So maybe he just takes the damage. Okay, that's cool. So now we can even use the Evolving Wilds to kill one of the other creatures, perhaps. Let's see if the opponent has a solution for the Embodiment of Insight. Powerful equipment that is going to be placed on another Nimbus Winds. So the Hydra is going to stop that guy, hopefully. This is forced to attack. We take 5. That's quite a punch. But we are going to be retaliating with loads of lands. And we can, oh, that's good for later. So I think if I need one more mana. Yeah, one more mana is what I want to have. So let's go with the Hydra here. The Hydra also ramps us. Let's give me, well, we can have any of those. So let's perhaps Lumbering Falls. No. Another Evolving Wilds. And we are going to send the first Evolving Wilds, well, the second Evolving Wilds, but the one that was in the board is going to be attacking. And now we have a rich creature that can stop this flyer. At least even he can maybe grow larger and kill our Hydra, but that means that we are preventing at least 8 damage against our face, and that's very cool. And we can gain a bit of life thanks to the Jaddi Offshoot. Okay, the problem here is that white has access to removal, a very powerful removal for our cards, and if the opponent goes for Measuring Valley and this sort of equipments, probably has a lot of removal tools for our creatures. That's the issue here, but he only has 3 cards in hand, but probably enough mana to play anything that he wants. He or she, we don't know. What are you? Human? So this equipment grants +4/+2 to this guy, so it becomes a 7/6, and if the opponent has any non-creature spell, the Measuring Valley could be able to kill our Hydra. But he's forced to attack, so if he can't do that, then our Hydra beats the Measuring Valley. So no problems there. Slayer's Plate on this guy. So I think the opponent does not have the... oh no, he's going to tap my creature with the Doppelgeist. Okay then. And this guy attacks? Yes. So here, what do we do? I think she has to take the hit to bite the bullet and save us. Because 6 damage is too much for us, and we don't want to lose any of the other guys. Embodiment. And attack with 2 lands. I could have saved the Natural Connection to have a surprise land, but I think I'm going to be aggressive here. Give me... what do we want? Let's build up a little bit of blue mana now. Get this and this on the attack. Can we afford to send everybody attacking? Our lands have vigilance, so those are going to go. Opponent could block those 2. This other guy also has vigilance. And then, yeah, the opponent pretty much has to block our 8/8, but then we take 9, maybe more. So we can't go attacking with our Hydra. That's a pity. I mean, the opponent can, because if the opponent blocks, then we only deal 7, and that's not going to be enough. Confirm the attack here. Blocks the larger one. There we go. We have this forest can become a 3/3 again if we use these Evolving Wilds. That is more like a defensive. Another Nimbus Wings going to... oh, he's going to destroy a flyer? Are you serious? What is this move? Traitorous Instinct. Ah, that's a good move our opponent pulled on us. I was not playing around that. Let's... anyways, we died here, a very surprise card. Let's get another one of these. Make this one. And yeah, these 2.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
Traitorous Instinct. What a move! Our big guy. Why, Hydra? We did treat you so well. Okay, then. Here we are. Boom! The Hydra has killed us. And well, let's do one more game. So the first one against the AI was not very interesting or amusing. The last one, despite we losing the game, I think it was splendid. It was wonderful. I did not expect. I was expecting the opponent removing our Hydra, not taking taking it away from us. Go Jaddi Offshoot. So we are going to begin gaining some life right off the bat. So we would like to have a powerful card because we have double ramp on these two guys. Let's do this. And these Evolving Wilds for later. We're going to be looking for an island. Opponent playing the Visionary, so using Drag Under on this low creature is not good at all, because it could give the opponent the opportunity to draw more cards. So the big question is if we want to use Natural Connection this turn or next. Yeah. Let's still... So far we have been playing all green cards. So opponent cannot... Well, he could guess what we are doing because we are advertising what type of colors we use, but so far the opponent is looking at a green board, so perhaps he's not suspecting. Nissa a bit problematic because we cannot kill her with our current board, but we can at some point... stop, we want to do this? Okay. At some point we can return a creature with too many counters back to the opponent's hand. We could target one of our creatures with Drag Under, but I don't think we have a nice or interesting target for us. Okay, let's start applying some pressure here with the Zendikar Incarnate. So we moved from all green to green, red and blue, and we have a 4/4 in play and 3 blockers that we... Well, the Jaddi Offshoot is pretty good for us, but if we have to block with it, we are not going to be too sad. Here the opponent probably going for tokens. Yeah, Anointed Procession is going to be appearing soon, so the way to beat this deck is to making more tokens, or maybe I should say making more creatures with our lands than the tokens. Yes. Okay. So this Anointed gives the opponent life when he spawns some tokens. So let's try to hit this Nissa a little bit. And continue here. I think I want to use one of the cultivators or the natural connection to find myself more land. Okay, Lisalana and playing, so he cannot play another elf this turn, so I think we want to take that up with the Drag Under. He goes up. Interesting appreciation. But if we find another land now... No, it's not another land, it's Spring. Maybe we find another land. No, it's well, this is nice to have here. Let's attack with the Incarnate. Obviously, the opponent is just going to put a plant in front. But now we are going to be making our own tokens out of Oviya, Pashiri. And those tokens, if the opponent cannot remove our Oviya, the tokens are going to grow pretty fast, pretty soon. So he just plays again the Lysalana Scarblade, a very important elf that produces more tokens. The embodiment. What to do here? 3 ramp spells in hand, but not enough mana to activate the Oviya. Let's attack with the Incarnate over here. Good. I'm going to ramp with the spring. Give me another blue. And this is a greedy play, but the opponent apparently is going to be building up his tokens before he attacks. So if he finds an Anointed Procession, that's going to be very hard for us to defeat. 6 mana, and Nissa is ready to activate the -7, and this is Rona's Monument is awful for us. This gives +2/+2 untrampled to the creatures. Oh, yeah, that's hard. Good combination of cards for the opponent. Well, we're not going to be killing her, so let's just take the 3 here and save our blockers for something more big. So we can have a 4/4 out of Oviya Pashiri here. We can make the Incarnate 7. Okay. Let's make that Incarnate a bit larger and gain more life here. We gain 10 life thanks to the Jaddi Offshoot. But if this works, then what are we going to do here? How many lands do I have now? I can see 3 no attacks. We are going to be blocking with the Incarnate. Provided the opponent does not kill the Incarnate with some spell. Okay, everybody gets... Oh no, the opponent gained life and draw a bunch of cards. So now he's going to find the Anointed Procession, Oketra's Monument, Rona's Monument. This is atrocious for us. Can we beat this guy? This is one of the most amazing match because our deck and this deck are pretty even, I should say. It's about who draws the key cards first. So finding a dragon here would be great. So much artifacts going on, so much elf tokens. We don't have a board clear. That was a consideration for the deck, including some board clear, specifically planar outburst or some other awaken board clear. Yeah, Yeah, that's 5 to our face. Not yet worthy because Ronen's Monument can, with the 7 cards in hand and these 2 monuments together, can make a very, very, very powerful large creature. So here we're going to be... we need 1 more land for my plans to succeed. Okay, let's go with this embodiment. And we do not have enough mana for the 5 mana activation of Oviya. What to do about Lumbering Falls? Should I drop it? It gives 1 more power to Zendikar Incarnate and gives us 1 more life. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Yes. So at the most I expect this killing 1 plant, but 1 plant less is 1 plant less. Let's see what happens here. Could you block with this 3/3? Right, 3 blockers. That's odd. Let's take down the Dwayne's Elite and 1. The Vigilant tokens are not that scary. Okay then. So here comes what? That's 1. Gaining opponent at 38 life. We are at 30. Sandworm Convergence, giving huge tokens for the opponent, and our dragons are not going to be able to attack in case we find the dragons that are somewhere down there. Let's see, nobody attacks. Do I ramp now? Maybe I do. That means we have less basic lands in the deck that we do not want to find drawing. Yeah, let's just this. Yes. Okay, now top deck. What is going to be the top deck here? Omnath. Very, 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 very important for us. Unless the opponent can remove Omnath. Let's do this. And continue. We are going to stay on defense. The opponent has a very large number of attackers in case he could grant +1/+1 for everybody using Nissa, and probably has more ways to pump the tokens up. That's the sad part of this, is that, yeah, Anointed Procession, oh boy. Now this is good. This is looking so bad. If he has Valor in Acros now, ouchies. So we want the Embodiment of Fury to give trample to our lands. This guy is going to be large. 7/7 with trample. But I think we can kill this Alana Handmaster if the opponent just attacks with this. We're going to do a little bit of combat tricks. Okay, what are you going to do? Okay, hold it. Give me a basic land. Tap this way. We are going to sacrifice the island against the guy. And Omnath is going to kill this Alana Handmaster. There we go. We take 4 because the trample, but there we go. Lysalana goes to the graveyard. Got 1 less elf to worry about. Now a gazillion to go. Oh wow. Are we going to make it? Okay, let's draw first, because we have plenty of mana, so that's not a problem at this stage. Drag under, not going to be so useful. Yeah, you. But I think that Nissa's Renewal, it's going to become very handy for us. So we get 3 more 5/5 blockers, and well, we kind of give up on the 3/3 lands, but I think having the blockers is pretty important here. And now our basic land supply is going dry. Yeah, doesn't matter. So there are a few non-basic lands left, but we now would like to have Mina and Wildborn, yeah. So we can bounce our lands back to our hand and replay them. Okay then, maybe I should attack with this, but opponent just blocks with a single plant and that's it. Well, still, well, we take down 2 of the blockers. Alrighty then. 47 life, 39 life, a whiteboard. If any of us will have planar outburst or something. Now, the opponent has the ability to draw much more than I have with these artifacts and generates tokens out of the blue, or out of the green and white, I should say. So I think in the long game he's going to win, so we need to top deck something powerful. We can draw 1 more cards with the drag under. Do I sacrifice my three of these? Perhaps I should. I'm trying to block all of them. Okay. Are they blocking different guys? I don't know. Okay, you go to this. No, what is happening? Game! Okay, I don't know what happened there. I think we are taking 5 damage. No, it worked. So we are going to be shooting at this, and this. We don't want to kill the anointed priest because the opponent can unban her and she gains token. That's bad. So that's the way. More 5/5 appears. So if we could give trample to the Incarnate, it would be great for us. Okay, I like the Hellkite. It's not going to be able to attack, but it's a blocker anyways. We're going to get rid of one of the worms. Another dragon, okay. Let's continue and skip the attack, continue here. Because why attack if the opponent has this? He has infinite worms that can block me. So what we need now is to find lands or Mina and Wildborn. Giving trample to one of these guys. Yeah, that's... and the opponent is drawing so much. Maybe we win by milling the opponent. He's drawing too many cards. But probably we are going to see Ronas and Oketra in his deck. Or her deck. Whatever it is. So here Oviya is going to save the day. We want. When the opponent did play another Lysalana, we can kill that one. Yeah, that's what we have to do. Okay, we have another trick coming up. Let's see how the opponent decides to attack. 2/7/7 with trample. Another 7/7 with trample. I think we're going to take one of them, block one, no, we block two, kill one, and take a hit from the other. Our opponent has 63 life points in total. So this game is so cool. I'm very happy with this. Regardless of the end game, this is lovely. This is one of the best games I ever had. And so let's see the attack. Pay close attention. So 21 attack. Let's activate Oviya, providing us with a huge artifact. 8/8. We put this in front of one of the worms that are stacked together and we cannot see. And are we going to sacrifice another elemental? I don't think so. We take 9 damage, so we go to 30 and finish off this Lysalana Huntmaster. Opponent gains more worms. There we go. Yeah, maybe I should kill the Anointed Priest soon, because the opponent is gaining so much life now. Mirrorwing Dragon, so beautiful you are. Can we drop 2 dragons now? Here we are. So I want to keep my mana for Oviya. I cannot attack with the dragon here because of these enchantments. Is there something I can do here? Maybe attacking with my 8/8 makes not much sense. Just leave him as a blocker. This is a nice token. If the opponent has Valor in Across, then we are dead, because all these guys are going to be insanely huge. Ouch! That's bad. No, my Omnath! Why? He excited my Omnath and he's going to kill this. Now, let's wait before this guy enters the battlefield. We want to activate Oviya before this 8/8 gets sent down the graveyard. And what? I did the post. Sorry, opponent. I cannot speak to you, but that was not what I wanted to do. I want to activate this. Okay, now activate Lumbering Falls. Okay, When this becomes a creature, we activate Oviya. Now we have a 10-10, if I'm... no, 9-9, because we lost our Omnath. A second one of those, that's very annoying. So, get wrecked. I hate the Reclamation Sage. It's the worst card in the game. I hate you, Reclamation Sage. Destroy with these two enchantments of your own. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Okay, are you going to... what is... I cannot even... I no longer see what's going on here. So, if we find Saheeli's Artistry, maybe we have a chance to defeat this nonsense. But at the very least, we can do fancy stuff. We are losing this, probably, but we can maybe stay on the game for one more turn. So 21, 31, lots of damage going on there. I have to block at least one of those. So let's so be it with this guy. We're going to be almost dead. 3. So please tell me you don't have anything else. So still he has to activate the Ajani. But Nissa, if he had used the -2, we would have been killed already. Ah, that's not it. That's not it. So good. Well done, opponent. You have beaten the landslide deck. Because you have the Reclamation Sage. That's the reason you won this game. Okay, wait a minute. Let's continue. Okay, let's let the opponent finish the game the way he likes to. He scries again. Okay, so if we had found Saheeli's Artistry, another Reclamation Sage, come on, that's... That makes the game so annoying. So this guy gives everybody +1/+1. So, well, we are going to be looking at how much of damage can the opponent... He's blasting Nissa, wait. Ah no, he did the counters. Okay, there we go. Hit it, baby! Yeah! Well done! Let's see how much damage did we take. Yeah, barely 187 damage. Not so much.